All right, Shalom, Shalom. We give our praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honor to the elders, apostles, a great millstone, and Shalom to the hopeful elect. So, brother, sister, brother Malak, and I'm back with a lesson, feed the Shisa, Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. All right, so, brothers and sisters, 2024, the year of destruction. And this year, it's only going to get worse. And we hoping, this a year when, all hell break loose. Anyway, I want to go into something real quick through the Spirit, and Lord willing is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. It's going to be about the famine, because that's what we getting, that's what we're approaching, the famine. Two famines, actually. The famine of the word, hearing his gospel, and, the actual famine, food shortage. Let's go ahead and get into it. Start off with 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, and verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein. And that word woe means destruction, judgment. That's right, the Lord saying, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. So these people, these Babylonians. Verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. So, right, the sword, what's the ultimate sword? I see being missiles. Right. That's going to be their destruction right there. When those missiles hit, that's when Esau's rulership is going to be completely wiped out. And continue reading. I'm going to reread it. Verse 15, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another in swords in their hands. So, right, that's talking about, people going to be shooting each other, with guns and stuff. Verse 16, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. Right. Because doing Jacob trouble, man, and that's what we approaching. It's going to be all out madness out here. People going to be doing all type of stuff to each other just to survive. Because times will be so crucial. So people going to be robbing each other. They're not going to care. Because it's going to be everybody for themselves. Verse 17, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. And that's speaking of martial law. Because during that time, they're going to have the roads blocked off, man. You ain't going to be able to travel, go here and there no more. Because once these devils get ready to make the MOTB mandatory, that's a spirit. The hopeful year of Jacob trouble. Anyway, so when these devils get ready to make the MOTB mandatory, they're going to send out martial law, for whoever, didn't accept that mark. That's going to be Jacob trouble. I look to the key reading. For because of their pride, the cities shall be troubled. Right? All these cities in America are going to be catching hell. Because the Lord, he finna get rid of that on their liberty, the pridefulness that America has, The Lord finna just, finna put an end to it. The houses shall be destroyed, And men shall be afraid. Right, men gonna be afraid. And you know the men afraid. You women, y'all gonna be helpless. Cause that's gonna be a really bad time for y'all, man. Really, anyone who ain't, covered, got that hedge of protection from the Lord, it's gonna be a bad time for you. Continue reading. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Salaki. Read it again. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Right, talking about robbing them, taking their goods, and spoil their goods because the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. Right, and that's the main point I want to bring out: the lack of bread, the famine. See, when ain't no food out, then people gonna start going crazy, doing whatever. What it's saying, scripture, love and many shall wax cold. So these people that you thought with your friend and stuff, they gonna turn on you. Cause that's gonna be the times, Right? Great tribulation, great suffering. So this is a year we hoping this happens, Cause they made MOT be mandatory, then shit gonna crash, man. And then after that, World War III. And then your house shot. He's on his way. So we just hoping this the year. They gotta continue to keep having faith. And I'm gonna get Matthew chapter 24. We get verse 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no nor ever shall be. Right, that's that time of Jacob's trouble. Let's get it. Jeremiah 30:7. Right here. Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble. But he shall be saved out of it. Right, who? The elect. They're going to be saved. And I'm going to go back to Matthew 24 and read the next verse. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So, right. Only the elect, only one that making up out of here alive. Everybody else is doomed. So, the Lord going to shorten the days for the elect. If the Lord didn't shorten the days, everybody be a goner. And the elect got to get beamed up, because of missiles. They're going to hit America. So, Lord got to get the elect up out of here before they hit. Cause that's where the great deliverance going to happen in America. You got other brothers, different parts of the world, if they the elect, the Lord going to get them. They're going to get beamed up, but that great deliverance is going to happen in Babylon. All right. Now, end off with this. Isaiah 13, verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil and the wicked for their iniquity, and I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. Right. So all the proud, it's going to come to an end. And I will lay low the hardness of the terrible. That's right. How the Lord going to do that? By having that famine happen. Having these people, going crazy. The love of many waxing cold, All the disasters are going to be happening. All the murders. The theft, all that. All that going to be going on during that time of Jacob's trouble. Right, everything is on schedule. Yeah, that's gonna be the end of it, Lord willing. This is edifying. Brace yourselves, because hey, if we in that time, we more close than ever now, man. New year, 2024. Lord willing, it's the year. Gotta have faith. And the famine is approaching. And I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah. Lord willing, I'm back with no lesson. And keep the faith.